Let me show you how to add realistic shadows to your text in CapCut step by step. If this tutorial helps, please do not forget to like and subscribe. Now let's dive right in. Start by opening CapCut and loading your video into the media library. Drag your video onto the timeline and position the playhead where you want your text to appear. Next, head over to the Text tab on the left. Choose a style that fits your video and drag it into the timeline above your clip. Click on the text in the timeline to start editing. In the Inspector panel on the right, type the text you want to display. Choose a font that matches your video's mood. Try going bold for something dramatic or perhaps sleek for a more minimalist look. Adjust the font size and pick a color that makes your text pop. If you want it to really stand out, try something vibrant like neon blue or perhaps a deep red. Now, scroll down in the Inspector panel and look for the shadow settings. Turn on the shadow toggle and you'll see a default shadow appear behind your text. Let's customize it to make it look realistic and professional. Start by adjusting the blur slider to soften the shadow's edges. A higher blur makes the shadow look natural, like it's blending into the scene. Next, tweak the opacity slider to control how visible the shadow is. Keep it subtle for a clean look or stay bold for something more dramatic. Use the distance slider to move the shadow away from the text. This creates a floating effect as if the text is hovering above your video. To make it even more dynamic, try adjusting the direction slider to angle the shadow in line with the lighting in your scene. For example, if your video has sunlight coming from the top left, angle the shadow to match that light source. Finally, let's get creative with the color. Click the shadow color box and choose a shade that complements your video. For warm sunny scenes, use a soft orange. For a futuristic vibe, try a teal or purple tint. Matching the shadow's color to the tone of your video makes it feel like it belongs in the scene. To make your text even more engaging, add an animation. Scroll to the animation section in the Inspector panel and select an effect like bounce, zoom in, or fade. This adds motion to your text and the shadow will move naturally within it, amplifying the effect. When you've finished customizing, play the timeline to preview your work. Watch how the text and shadow blend with the video and make any final adjustments to ensure it looks perfect. Once you're satisfied, click the export at the top right, choose your resolution and format, and save your video. Now your text doesn't just deliver a message, it steals the show. And that's it. You've just learned how to add realistic shadows to your text in CapCut. I hope this tutorial has helped.